before you watch that film, let me first tell you what I think about it, which, of course, you totally asked for. Picture this. You're in a cinema, watching a movie, crying your eyes out. If you lay down all the possible films that could be playing on that screen, Barcelona is definitely one of them. Released in 2016, it is a romance drama film that depicts the life of Ellie and Mia. The story opens with Ellie and his then-girlfriend, Celine, who is supposed to have an exact resemblance with Mia. And the story revolves around the similarities of these two expatriates in Barcelona, one trying to run away from her past and the other one trying to run away from accepting the fact that his girlfriend was gone. Let us first talk about the arising themes that were evident. First one is Marxist. The film encapsulates the struggles of overseas Filipino workers forced to work abroad because of the need for money, how you can have a degree in the Philippines and then work as a cleaner abroad. The second one is about feminism. The character of Mia was established to be weak and as if she needed a man to fix her life. That has actually been an enduring theme within Filipino movies for a long time now. And the third one is realist. I cannot vouch that this film is 100% realistic, but I can say that it is significantly believable, backed up by the social context in the film that mirrors the reality of the Filipinos. And this will be further elaborated when we talk of the social significance of the story. Now we focus on the content of the film, starting with the plot. Ellie was always trying to compare Mia to Celine, which I think is totally understandable because they created Mia's character meant to be compared to his ex-girlfriend. And that was the issue that has been culminating since the beginning of the film until its climax. Contrary to Filipino films, which plots look like this, it's kind of like a roller coaster. Problems are just sprinkled on like a regular interval. Speaking of the characters, I would like to commend how they perfectly built the personalities of the protagonist. Mia, throughout the film, she was just talking with her eyes. On the other hand, Ellie's character was this organized, not very expressive. Someone said to him, "You've been carrying this inside you all along." And I think that wraps up his whole character. Next is the setting. I think when you're trying to set up a story in a foreign place, it becomes crucial how you present the country and the culture. You have to see how they made use of this Roman Catholic basilica in different parts of the film. It just adds more meaning and therefore sentiment. As mentioned earlier, the film shows the hardships experienced by our overseas Filipino workers. But aside from this, the movie also shows broken families and also children who feel like they don't receive the love from their parents. This movie can really empathize with those people. So this was directed by Miss Olivia M. Lamasan, who has directed heavy drama and romantic Filipino films before, and her experience was totally reflected in Barcelona. With the flow of the story, it can be concluded that there was a clear path through the production process of this film. In line with the production process, we talk of photography and editing. So they made use of the framing of the camera, the part where Ellie was frantically looking for Mia, and it adds to the tension of like, why does she look like my ex-girlfriend? Furthermore, in an argument between Mia and Ellie, they were arguing on a staircase. It just shows that at that point, he was more knowledgeable. On the contrary, Mia was being looked down upon by the frame. Given that Ellie is always trying to compare Mia to Celine, the editing just made it seem like the past and the present are so cohesive, and it's greatly satisfying to watch. The post-processing of the film took over the spoken words. That was the point where you can say that they were in love. No words. The film just throws it at your face. Comparative to other movies, the sounds were used to reinforce the mood set by the scene. When they're arguing, there's no background music. It's just their voices. So there's like lingering emotion in the air. They made use of layering, background music, heavy breathing, and the surrounding. And when I tell you, it gave off so much power and emotion to the scene. Now for the last, and I think one of my favorite things about this film is the script writing. Of course, we have to commend the actors and actresses for delivering those lines very well, but the writing of the script is also really important in making a film effective, especially a heavy drama film.
So stop acting like you know my pain. Stop acting like you own it.
Huwag mo akong mahalin dahil mahal kita. Mahalin mo ko dahil mahal mo ko.
Ending with that, Barcelona, A Love Untold is a must-watch, and with a picture unsheathed in your head earlier, you will surely leave the movie house in content with a handful of emotions to deal with and a great deal of precepts to consider living your life by. Thanks for listening!